Hi, my name's Sophia Green. I'm currently studying at the University Stirling and training here as well.
Hi, Sophia, and thanks so much for your time. You mentioned that you're studying and training in Stirling. How do you find balancing the two?
It definitely can be difficult, but I think just kind of everyone in the loop as to what the plans are, that definitely helps, and keeping a schedule with that, because otherwise it can get a bit messy.
And how long have you been in Stirling now?
It's been 5 years now, actually, so quite a while.
Yeah. And kind of where did it all begin for you before you moved to the training centre?
Um, I'm originally from Elgin, which is kind of the top of Scotland. I'm not sure if many people know where it is, kind of in between Inverness and Aberdeen. So just mainly did swimming up there, and then through Bexmilns, came down to Stirling, and then went to school here and stayed with a host family, and kind of got into triathlon through that way.
And so you've been at Stirling for 5 years now. How have you found the process of being part of different squads and training alongside your studies?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, moving from that school environment to uni, definitely gave me a lot more freedom while being down here. So that was kind of a transition in itself. And then obviously like going through different groups of athletes and kind of just learning from them. And now I've been one of the older athletes, so just helping people where I can, and yeah, learning what I have done from other athletes in the past.
And you mentioned being one of the older athletes now, so you've raced in junior cups over the past couple of years, and then this year made your senior Europe Triathlon Cup debut. And what was it like to be racing for the first time on that level?
Yeah, it was just, first of all, it was great to kind of get back racing. And I did know that I was doing quite well in training, so it was kind of just nice to put that into practice. It obviously was a bit daunting being on the start line with some big names, but I was kind of just, I don't know, just see how it goes. And just in a few races, it was kind of nice to kind of warm up into it and just get used to competing against those type of girls.
And it was quite a busy couple of weeks for you, obviously going from Poland to Ukraine and on to Portugal, but also making your debut, your first senior podium, and your first senior win. Just tell us a little bit about those couple of weeks.
Yeah, so we started off in Poland, and it was originally only meant to be just a 4 day trip. But I think after finishing that race, just with the uncertainty of coming back and everything, we decided to stay out and just get a few more races in, as I thought that was important just to build up the race skills again. Um, so yeah, after Poland, we went to Ukraine, kind of just worked on a few different things, and then I actually found out that Europeans GB could compete there. So we kind of trained through Coimbra European Cup. So to podium there was actually quite a surprise, on the back of like a reasonable training week. Um, so yeah, it was all just a good learning experience, and something maybe you do again in the future, but with it being planned, so it's a lot more smoother than just going week to week, like where are we going next? Can we get into that country or not? So that was definitely a bit hectic.
And how did it feel to kind of lift the tape for the first time and cross the line as a winner at that level?
Yeah, it was still a bit of a shock, really. Just one of those days where you feel good. So it was nice just to see all the hard training over lockdown had paid off. Um, and yeah, it just kind of helps to show your hard work for the years. Yeah, it was nice.